This is 60 Seconds of Science, brought to you by DuPont Pioneer. Soybean growers were very pleased with yields in the fall of 2016. Part of the increase was due to a good growing season coupled with more intense management. Neil Haas is a technical services manager for Pioneer. He works in Iowa, Illinois, and Indiana.
For sure, we had some really good growing conditions in some areas, and a lot of times with that comes higher disease pressure.
He says there were 3 major yield robbers.
In some parts of the country, we definitely saw a higher level of SDS pressure in particular, and some areas also had some issues with Phytophthora root rot, and then kind of as always, I would say soybean cyst nematode is still alive and well in our soils.
Neil says a wet spring can bring on Phytophthora root rot and kill the soybean plant.
Phytophthora root rot is a soil-borne fungus, and when you get temperatures in the right range of that 60 to 80 degrees, which we see a lot in the spring, and you get saturated soil conditions, and that's very conducive to that disease to take hold in the plant. And essentially, what it does is the fungus begins to grow. Plug up the plumbing of the plant, if you will, and will prematurely kill the plant.
Addressing the disease requires advanced planning.
There's probably a couple of methods that are the most effective, and one, selecting lines that have resistance to Phytophthora and having specific genes that have resistance to different races of Phytophthora, making those selections, but then also making sure that you're using seed treatments which have good control of Phytophthora as well.
Neil Haas, Technical Services Manager for the 3 I states for Pioneer. He says to watch for Lumicina, a seed treatment for Phytophthora that's expected to receive regulatory approval for use in 2017. We have 2 other podcasts this month. They address sudden death syndrome and soybean cyst nematodes. Learn how to manage all 3, and your yields could be 15% higher. This has been 60 Seconds of Science from DuPont Pioneer.